I whispered to my friend at dinner and my parents called an exorcist. My dad's fork hit his plate so hard it sounded like a gunshot. What did you just say? He demanded, standing up from his chair. My mom gasped and covered her mouth with both hands. Please tell me we didn't just hear that come out of your mouth. I looked between them, completely lost. I was just talking to Jordan about tomorrow. My dad shook his head. Do not lie at this table. We both heard exactly what you said and it was absolutely unacceptable. Jordan's eyes went huge and he mouthed, "What's happening?" at me, but I had no clue. You will not use the devil's language in this house, my mom said, her voice shaking. I didn't! My dad pointed toward the hallway. Room, now! Your mother and I need to discuss how we're going to handle this level of disrespect. I stood up slowly, my chair scraping against the floor, but I seriously didn't say anything wrong. My mom was already pulling out her phone. We're calling Pastor David right now because this is beyond us. 20 minutes later, my grandparents showed up looking like someone had died. We came as fast as we could, Grandma said, giving my mom a huge hug like she was comforting her at a funeral. Grandpa sat down across from me with his arms crossed. Your father told us you were speaking in tongues at the dinner table. Do you have anything you want to confess? I couldn't believe what I was hearing. Speaking in tongues? Are you serious? I was just talking to Jordan. My dad shook his head from the doorway. We know what we heard and it wasn't English. You were speaking the devil's language. Jordan had texted me 3 times asking what was going on, but my phone got confiscated before I could even respond. Pastor David arrived next, and my parents practically dragged him into the living room. Thank you for coming on such short notice, my mom said, wiping her eyes with a tissue. We think he was trying to curse us or bring something evil into our home. Pastor David sat down and looked at me with this sad, disappointed expression. Speaking in unknown tongues is very dangerous. It opens doors to dark spiritual forces. I wanted to scream. I wasn't speaking in tongues. I was speaking normal English. My dad cut me off. Stop lying. We both heard you bringing evil into this house. Grandma spoke up. Maybe we should send him to that church camp upstate for the summer to get right with God. My mom nodded along, saying maybe I needed serious spiritual help. We all need to hold hands and pray for protection over this house and your soul right now, Pastor David said. If the demon has already entered the home, we need to expel it now. They formed a circle around me and started praying out loud about evil spirits and demonic influence while I just stood there feeling like I was going insane. When they finished, my dad looked at me. Last chance. Tell us what you were trying to do. I took a deep breath. Fine. Let's check the security camera. You can hear exactly what I said. My dad pulled out his phone and opened the security app while everyone crowded around the screen like they were watching evidence at a murder trial. He scrolled back to dinner time and hit play with the volume all the way up. The audio crackled to life and you could hear dishes clinking and normal dinner conversation. Mom and dad talking about plans for cleaning out the garage. Me and Jordan talking about our upcoming football game. Then, clear as day, my voice came through the speaker. You want to grab tacos after the game tomorrow? The room went completely silent. Pastor David leaned closer to the phone. Play it again. My dad's hand was shaking as he rewound it and pressed play. You want to grab tacos after the game tomorrow? Same exact thing. Nothing remotely close to tongues or curses or whatever they thought they heard. My mom's face went from pale white to bright red. In about 2 seconds, Grandpa cleared his throat and suddenly found the ceiling very interesting. One more time, my dad said quietly, like he couldn't believe what he was hearing. The recording played a 3rd time, and my voice asking about tacos filled the living room again. Pastor David slowly closed his Bible and stood up without making eye contact with anyone. I'll see you all on Sunday, he said quietly as he backed out the door. I stood up and walked toward the kitchen, then stopped and turned around to look at all of them. So yeah, I'll be at the taco joint after the game tomorrow in case you wanted some cursed tacos.